What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is me. It is I. I am Overseer J.C. Jones. Listen, you know what it is. It's Monday. It's 10 a.m. here in Phoenix, and it's just faith drip. It's as simple as that. It is faith drip. We are in the building. Come on, y'all. Listen, I'm just doing my shares. I'm bringing people on in. Make sure that you get on this. You get on this one right here. Church? Yeah, that's what we on today. Church with a whole bunch of question marks. I'm just saying, and we gonna be talking, and we just talking what a lot of people already talking. That's what we do. We just sometimes talk about what people talk about already, but are scared to talk about it openly. I think that's what we on today. Once again, make sure you love, like, subscribe, tag, share, get in that chat. YouTube, we are YouTube exclusive. Get in that chat. Let me know you on. Let me know you ready. You know what we do. We hit that double ready for the one time. Let me know you ready. Ready. Come on, y'all. Just begin coming on in. Just begin coming on in. I see you. Let's just start this thing off right. Keep coming on in. I see you. Let me know you're coming. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Let me know you're in. Let me know you're in. Let me know you are in. Come on. There we go. Listen, we're not going to be before you long. I just want to have a little quick, little chop it up. Can we just chop it up? Little powwow, little talk, little talkity talk, little something. Yeah. Make sure you hit the chat bar. Come on in. sign in to YouTube. I know sometimes the link will bring you over and you ain't signed in, so just go to your YouTube. That's why you gotta subscribe. Once you subscribe and hit the notifications button, you're gonna get notified that we on anyway. You know, so if you just hitting the link from Facebook, it brings you over, but you ain't signed in, so you can't get in all the chats and stuff. So make sure that you do subscribe. There it is right there at Faith Truth CC. Subscribe, hit your notifications button, and then bam, there you are. You will be notified as soon as we go live doing anything. Well, you know what we do. You know how we do. Most of all, you know when we do. Monday and Friday. We got a new thing going on here. Monday and Friday here on YouTube. I got one more share to do over. I'm sorry, and then we're gonna get this thing jumping off. I got one more. That ain't it. One more thing to do, and we ready. Listen, make sure you sharing it over yourself, letting people know. You don't want to miss this one. That I can promise you. I can promise you that right there. You don't want to miss it. There we go. I just need to make sure I hit all in my top fans so everybody can be notified as well. Listen, I'm about to switch the music up, switch the vibe up, and we're going to get this thing started. We're going to get this thing started. And I feel a little kind of little left coast, a little west coast, little pop, little swag about it. That's what I'm feeling this morning. Hey, go on and flip it up for me. All right. Now, you hear that I am talking about church. Church? With a lot of question marks. That's the title today. Church. Because you know, we all know. Now, some of you might have been the ones that you know. I don't need to go to church. I know God for myself. I've done church. Yeah, I'm good on that. You know, people in the church, you know, they act a certain way. Listen, I can get that out here in the street. Why I got to go to church? Or, you know, shoot, I'm good right here. Click, click. And I understand. We got online family ourselves at Faith and Truth Christian. So we got online family members. Deke, my nephew, Deke Terrell, great to see you. Minister David, great to see you this morning. Listen, I know, but we just gonna talk about what's already being talked about, but don't nobody really want to talk about church. For some, you say church, you should be in the zone with yourself, with God, but church is necessary. Don't be fooled. Church is necessary. Don't worry, listen, ain't no internet interruptions gonna interrupt nothing today. Church is necessary. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why. Even as we more of what they need to support what the word says. Yeah. Because we gotta walk the word too. We don't just need to teach the word for our own little benefit. We got to walk it. So let me tell you, Hebrews 10. Let's just get in it. Hebrews 10. Let's just get in it. Hebrews 10. And I'm just going to read a few verses and you let me know if something starts to sound a little interesting to you. Hebrews 10:24 says, let us think about each other and help each other to show love and do good deeds. So let us think about each other. I got to be thinking about you, and you got to be thinking about me. I can't just be thinking about myself. Why? Because we need to help each other. What? To show love and do good deeds. What? With each other, to each other, for each other. There's something about together. Verse 25 says, you should not stay away from church meetings, as some are doing, but you should meet together and what? Encourage each other. Do this even more as you see the day coming. What day? The end of days. If we decide to go on sinning after we have learned the truth, there is no longer any sacrifice for sins. There is nothing but fear and waiting for the judgment and the terrible fire that will destroy all those who live against God. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to be waiting in terror. I'm not trying to be terrified. Sharina, good to see you. So as we hear and have conversations, and maybe some of us are even there ourselves, where we say, church? I don't need church. I just got God. I don't need church. I don't need actually to go to church. I can just boop, boop. But there was a purpose specifically said in the word. Let us think about each other. Hebrews 10:24. Let us think about each other and help each other to show love and do good deeds with each other, for each other. Let us not stay away from church meetings. We should be meeting together and encouraging each other. Because see, we can all be dedicated to something. We can all be on our own individual journey, but I'm going to tell you something. It's hard to do anything by yourself. Come on, let's have real talk. It's hard to do anything consistently by yourself. It is so much easier to have someone walking with you, encouraging you, pushing you, picking you up if needed. It is encouraging for you to be the one encouraging someone else, picking them up if needed. What they used to say, teamwork make the dream work. See, we find ourselves constantly in a battle with ourselves. We find ourselves waking up daily, suppressing, checking things in us that fight against what God has called for us to do. We constantly are checking emotions. We're constantly going, man, I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like going. I don't feel like doing it today. We're constantly dealing with things in our daily lives that want to stir up emotions and have us acting outside of what we know we should be acting like. Ooh. Boy, don't let traffic be a mess. Don't let nobody cut you off. Oh my goodness. Don't let nobody cut in front of you in the line at the store. Don't let nobody step on your shoes. You want to show out. Oh, you want to say something. You want to let somebody know. See, God knew we need help. God knew we better together. There's so many things that happen in our life to distract us, to get us off point from focusing in the areas that we know we need to be on. I got it. Listen, I'm good over here. You know, you don't know what they did at the last spot. You don't know what that pastor was about. Oh, lying. Oh, cheating. Oh, deceiving. Oh, they wasn't living up to it. But this ain't about them. This is about you. My word, when I read it, it doesn't say, let us think about each other and help each other to show love and good deeds as long as. And then there's criteria that you have set, as long as all of these things are happening, as long as they live up to this, as long as, no. Let us think about each other and help each other to show love and do good deeds, period. Period. Even when? Yes, even when. But what about it? See, we pick up so many excuses to not do. We pick up and put in our bag so many reasons we ain't gonna do. Don't ask me. Don't think about it. Listen, I've done it, been there, blah, blah. I got the receipts, blah, blah. I'm good on that. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you still love God? Of course I do. Do you still believe his word? Of course I do. Really? Well, what does the word say then? The word, I can't find it. Don't get me twisted. Don't get me wrong. The Bible talks about those false teachers, and false leaders, and false prophets. The word talks about, character and how you should be and how you should not be, leadership, discipleship. It talks about all of those things. But here, we talking about you. We talking about we have to do these things. And they ain't got nothing to do with as long as. We put as long as on so many areas of the Bible. And I can yet to find as long as. As long as the pastor don't hurt my feelings with that message. As long as I can go and not be offended. As long as it makes me feel good and I don't get corrected. As long as. No. I can't find that. Can you? Please show me. If it's in your word, show me. And it better not be in your handwriting. That's all I got to say. It says this is necessary because we must encourage each other. You should not stay away from the church meeting, as some are doing, but you should meet together and encourage each other. If it's telling me we need to meet together and encourage each other, then I am taking from that the meeting is necessary. I am taking from that I need to be encouraged. Come on, y'all, talk to me. Who don't need to be encouraged? Who got it all together? Who? None of us. None of you. Who can't stand to have someone point them in the right direction from time to time? Who has walked through life and never got lost? Who? Who has walked through something and disappointment hit them so unexpectedly that it almost had them questioning everything that they've been doing? Who? All of us. moments of frustration, moments of weakness, moments of I just don't feel like it, moments of I don't care. You know, we can get like that. I don't even care. Yeah, you do. You just ticked off. You just upset. You just frustrated. You done had enough. But that's when you need to be encouraged, when you've had enough. Because see, I'm here to tell you, you can mess up a resume. You can mess up a resume. Listen, you can have gone all the schooling you want. You can have this degree and that degree. You can have worked with the best company that has the best reputation and go out there and commit a couple murders. A couple of them. Yeah, put that on your resume. And guess what? It don't matter how good your resume was before that. That's all anybody. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, ma'am. I ain't gonna be able to rock with you. And I know that's to the extreme. But here, the Bible is saying, you need to do this. Encourage each other. Do this even more as you see the day coming. If we decide to go on sinning after we have learned the truth, there is no longer any sacrifice for sin. There is nothing but fear and waiting for the judgment and the terrible fire that will destroy all those who live against God. I don't want you to live against God. I don't care how good you were living for Him. The moment you turn, the moment you decide, I'm offended, I don't have to do that. The moment you decide, I'm good on that. God, listen, me and you good, but all this other stuff, your word, I can't rock with what you're telling me to do. The moment you turn your back on His instructions, we got a problem. You just killed your resume. The moment you say, look, I ain't talk to you. Why? I mean, you good? You know my heart. Well, you know my heart. The moment you stop showing grace to someone else as God is showing grace to you, the moment you stop forgiving other people as you're wanting God to forgive you, the moment you stop the exchange, you're killing your resume. The day is coming. No, we can't specifically say when it's coming, but I can promise you it's coming. And the closer it gets, the more the days pass. My Bible, open yours up. My Bible here in Hebrews 10 tells me, listen, this is necessary. Church? Yeah, church is necessary. We got to stop this solo dolo. Listen, if God has led you, as some have led even the Faith and Truth, we have an online community, an online family that truly watches and participates in Faith and Truth in other states, countries. But even we have recognized a community must be created. Invite people over. We about to launch these launch parties, these watch parties in our online communities where they're going to have to get people together in communities to watch the service because it just ain't enough. You got to be around believers. You got to have a community, a family that's on the same page and are like-minded. So as the Bible says, you cannot stay away from the church meetings as some are doing, but you should meet together and encourage each other. Listen, watching us, being part of the service, hearing the word, yes, but you need that family to just say, what can I do? What can I do for you? How can we be better together? Let's get as long as out of our vocabulary. please. Can we just make a commitment to remove as long as, because some of you ain't going to church right now because as long as has been used. And I'm here to tell you something is always going to fit into that as long as, because ain't nobody perfect. I don't care how dignified the church is or how, simple the church is, how great the musicians are, or if they're using tracks, if there's lights, or if it's just a plain canvas. It doesn't matter. You're not going to find perfection. Something is going to happen that rubs you the wrong way. Somebody is going to say something. Somebody is going to do something. You will one day get corrected. If you're being taught, I guarantee you're going to get corrected. That's what teaching is. Teaching is to get you up to another level and to correct anything that is stopping you from rising to that level. That's correction. But if you only go to church as long as, I only can serve as long as, I'm only inviting as long as, then that pretty resume that you think is going to get you what you want, going to get you on, ain't going to get you sanctified, righteous. Yeah, okay. Ask the doctor, literal surgeon, world renowned, that decided to do criminality and got caught. When he goes and gets out, is the hospital hiring him? No. But he's world renowned. Awesome. God gifts of hands. He killed that resume. She killed that resume. Because now it's been flipped. We were going to hire you. It wouldn't have been a problem as long as. Boy, you see how the tide turned? What if the church said, you can come? You can be a part as long as you live perfectly. You live right as long as. Listen, you stop the weed smoking and don't you ever take another drink again. As long as your dress comes below your knees, as long as you smell good and look right, you can come on in. What if the church flipped the script and said as long as? You see how crazy that sounds? It's only crazy when you ain't the one doing it though, right? Right. Church? Yeah, church. Try it. Try it again. Ask God, where would you have me set up my tent? Whose covering shall I be under? God, direct me, lead me, guide me, place me in that place that I can learn, that I can grow, that I can be encouraged, that I can be taught, I can be corrected, and it won't bother me at all. The next time you are in a conversation where somebody's talking about church, I'm good on that. Well, church, listen, I don't need church to love God. I don't need church to study or pray. I don't need church. You better remind them what the Bible said. Oh yeah, you do. You perfect? No, of course not. Do you get discouraged? Of course. Do you have moments where you don't feel like it? Of course. Well, let me show you something of why the church and meeting and assembling with like-minded believers is necessary. Let me take you to Hebrews 10 and let me give you a little bit of this word. Brother, sister, you've been operating as long as, and it's going to get you jacked up. Let me help you get that out your vocabulary. Yeah. Let's take the question marks off church and let's put some exclamation marks instead. Church! Or as some say, church. Listen. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, you tag, bring somebody in to the Faith Drip family. What we say, Drip Nation. Come on now. That's how you subscribe at Faith Truth CC. At YouTube, at Facebook, at everything at Faith Truth CC. Listen, support us. Buy seed financially. FaithTruthCC.org/donate. Drop a seed. Drop a seed to help us keep doing what we're doing to keep encouraging you. Come on, somebody, talk to me. I'm going to see you Friday. We back Mondays and Fridays here on YouTube. If you have not subscribed, do. Hit the notifications button so you will be notified. We dripping today. We dripping today. Hey, you know what I say. God is always walking with you. And he always will. Somebody talk back to me. Peace, love.